These beautiful baby boys were born into families full of hopes and dreams. They look so normal and healthy. You would never know that inside their little bodies is a disease that will slowly take their lives. This disease will allow them to learn to crawl, walk, run and climb, and then it will take it all away. This disease is the biggest genetic killer of boys, and you've probably never heard of it. Duchenne muscular dystrophy. This disease occurs when there is a mistake in the dystrophin gene. Dystrophin is a protein that supports the internal structure of muscle cells. Boys with Duchenne have little or no dystrophin. When dystrophin is absent, the muscle cells collapse and die, and Duchenne muscular dystrophy develops. The Duchenne gene is found on the X chromosome, and so the disorder occurs primarily in boys, with rare exceptions. As this disease affects boys 99% of the time, we talk about Duchenne in male terms, but 1% of those diagnosed are girls. It affects all races and cultures. It is estimated that Duchenne affects 1 in 3,500 live male births worldwide each year. Approximately 35% of all Duchenne cases are a result of a random spontaneous genetic mutation or mistake. A mistake that can occur in any pregnancy regardless of family history, which means any one son could be born with Duchenne. The genetic lottery of life. Typically, symptoms of Duchenne usually appear between the ages of 2 and 5 years. These little boys often walk with a waddle and may have difficulty running, jumping, climbing stairs and getting up from the floor. They tend to fall easily and walk on tiptoes, and they have rather large calf muscles. Most boys with Duchenne stop walking between the ages of 7 and 13 and are fully dependent on a wheelchair for mobility. It is a rapidly progressive muscle disorder. It is irreversible, and the rate of deterioration can vary between boys. Most boys with Duchenne have a normal IQ. Whilst the body deteriorates, the brain does not. It is not a muscle. As their bodies fail them, their minds will remain alert. By their late teens, these boys will lose most of their upper body strength, including the ability to move their arms. They are fully dependent on others to do even the simplest of tasks. Duchenne causes increasing weakness of the muscles, beginning in the legs, extending to the arms, the breathing muscles, and the heart. The heart is a muscle too. Cardiomyopathy, or weakening of the heart, occurs in almost all cases, beginning in the early teens in some, and in almost all after the age of 18. The current average age of survival of young men with Duchenne is early to mid-20s. Few live beyond their 30s, and some succumb in the early teens. A range of treatments have led to major improvements in the quality of life of boys with Duchenne. However, there is no cure. But there is real hope. Research holds promise. There is hope that the current research and clinical trials will result in an interim therapy which will greatly improve the lives of boys with Duchenne by prolonging mobility and preserving muscle strength and function until a cure is found. The issue of a cure is a complex one. It's not a one cure fixes all. The dystrophin gene is the largest human gene that we know of. It is 79 exons. To treat this disease successfully, the location of the mistake or mutation needs to be identified, and a therapy or cure is tailored to that particular mutation. So a boy that has a mutation at, say, exon 45 will require a different remedy to the boy who has a mutation at, say, exon 54. So there is much work that remains to be done. Duchenne Foundation is a national, not-for-profit organisation run entirely by volunteers. Duchenne Foundation is dedicated to supporting the children and families affected by Duchenne muscular dystrophy and its milder form, Becker muscular dystrophy. Our mission is to improve the treatment, quality of life, and long-term outlook for individuals and families affected by Duchenne and Becker muscular dystrophy through research, education, and advocacy. The blue ball, with its imprint of a child's hand, is a symbol of Duchenne Foundation's vision. One of courage, spirit, and the real hope that one day all boys with Duchenne will have a chance to play, grow up, and be able to live independent and fulfilling long lives. Duchenne, with your help, let's make it history.